Hello students, welcome you all for the third lecture of reduction formulae. In first lecture we have seen how to find out reduction formulas for trigonometric functions sin theta and cos theta, which are really very important because many times we are reducing the given integrations in terms of sin and cos by using convergence. In second lecture we have seen how to apply this reduction formulas to get value of the given integrations. Now in third we will see reduction formulas for some other trigonometric function like sec theta, tan theta, cosec theta, cot theta, as well as we will see how we are applying these results to find out given integrations. Let us start with the first problem. Find reduction formula for integration of sec to the power nx dx and hence find integration of 0 to pi by 4 sec to the power 6x dx. Here we are finding reduction formula for sec to the power nx, and in same problem we will apply it to find out integration of sec to the power 6x dx within the limit 0 to pi by 4. So let us start. I am using a notation in, integration with nth power is equals to integration of sec to the power nx dx. To evaluate this we are using a small adjustment. Remember, in reduction formulas these first adjustments are very much important. So for sec, observe the adjustment. That power we are splitting as n minus 2. So sec to the power nx we are writing as sec to the power n minus 2x into sec square x dx. Okay, so in is integration of product of two functions, and how we are evaluating integration of product of two functions? By applying integration by parts. I hope you remember this formula. One function treated as u, other is v, and we are applying this formula. So here I am treating u, first function, as sec to the power n minus 2x and v is equals to sec square x. Okay, so by integration by part, see this first function sec to the power n minus 2x as it is. Integration of second function sec square x, integration is tan x. So sec to the power n minus 2x into tan x gives us the first term. Simultaneously you can observe the formula also, u integration of v dx, u sec to the power n minus 2x integration of v dx, that is integration of sec square x, that is tan x. It gives us the first term, minus integration of, now see the formula again, du by dx is there, derivative of first function, derivative of sec to the power n minus 2x. So in integration, see the first term mentioned in red color, n minus 2 sec to the power n minus 3x into derivative of sec x, that is sec x tan x. This is completely derivative for the first function, into again integration of second function, that is tan x. Okay, now here we get integration of sec to the power n minus 2x into sec square x by applying integration by part. In next step we are just simplifying it. First term as it is, n minus 2 you are taking outside the integration from second term. Power of sec becomes n minus 2 and tan square x. Okay, now here in next step, see tan square x we are replacing by sec square x minus 1, multiply sec to the power n minus 2x to the bracket. So now in becomes, see this, we are multiplying sec to the power n minus 2x to the bracket and separating these two integrations. Now if you observe these two integrations, second term gives you, see this, first term as it is n minus 2, that integration of sec to the power nx dx, it is nothing but in. Similarly if you observe the third term, integration of sec to the power n minus 2x, it is nothing but in minus 2. Now you can observe on both the side terms of in are present. We can simplify the coefficient by taking both the terms on one side. So in, coefficient is n minus 1. So in is equals to that first term as it is, that n minus 1 goes to right hand side. So in it is sec to the power n minus 2 x into tan x divided by n minus 1 plus n minus 2 by n minus 1 in minus 2, and that's why the required reduction formula, this is the general form you can observe because we are not applying any limits. So this formula can be applied for integration of sec to the power nx dx. Every time limits may be different, so according to the limit only the value of first term it will be different. The second term is always n minus 2 by n minus 1 into in minus 2. Now in question, one sub question is given. By using this we want to find out integration of sec to the power nx, but limits are given now. Limits are 0 to pi by 4. So limits are 0 to pi by 4. So I am using just a different notation un here because I am applying the limit 0 to pi by 4. So instead of in I am using a different notation un with the limit 0 to pi by 4. So we get the general formula by equation 1. Now the limits are 0 to pi by 4. So to get this integration, just put limit 0 to pi by 4 for equation 1. If I am applying this limits 0 to pi by 4. Now sec of pi by 4, tan of pi by 4. Now tan of pi by 4 equals to 1 and sec of pi by 4 it is root 2. Sec to the power n minus 2. So our first term becomes root 2 to the power n minus 2 divided by n minus 1. And for 0, actually tan of 0 is 0, so the second term it is 0. Okay. So first term with upper limit pi by 4 is root 2 to the power n minus 2 by n minus 1, and with the lower limit it becomes 0. Second term as it is. Now therefore reduction formula for sec to the power nx with limit 0 to pi by 4 is given by equation number 2. Now again our question is to find out 0 to pi by 4 sec to the power 6x dx, and that's why in this un I am putting the limit, putting that power n is equals to 6. I am just rewriting the formula here. Un is equals to root 2 to the power n minus 2 by n minus 1 plus n minus 2 by n minus 1 un minus 2. Now u6 means n, that power it is equals to 6. So we are just putting n equals to 6 in equation number 2. Just put the value n equals to 6. So see the first term. Actually in all next problems also you can observe exactly similar method. So I will just explain you how we are putting the value of n here. So u6 it is root 2 to the power. Just observe that equation 2, n minus 2, that is 6 minus 4. So root 2 to the power 4 by 6 minus 1, that is 5, plus second term observe n minus 2, that is 6 minus 2 is equals to 4 by n minus 1. 6 minus 1, that is 5. So coefficient for the second term it is 4 by 5, and the multiplier is, actually this is un minus 2. So u 6 minus 2, 4. So here you get the value for u6 as root 2 to the power 4 by 5 plus 4 by 5 u4. Now what is this u4? To get this u4, similarly we can put n equals to 4 in equation 2. So it gives me the value for u4. Actually our reduction formula gives you the relation between un minus 2. So u6 u4 relation, u4 u2 relation. Similarly you can find out u2 u0 relation also, and by resubstituting the value for u4 u2, finally you will get the value for u6. Now we want u2, and I think we don't need the formula, directly also you can evaluate u2. So I am directly evaluating this. u2 it is integration 0 to pi by 4 sec to the power n, but we are finding u2, so that n it is equals to 2 now. The integration value with the limit 0 to pi by 4 it is equals to 1. And now finally u4, u2 we are putting in u6. You can see this step. We are putting u4, u2 in value of u6, and on simplifying it gives me u6 is equals to 28 by 15. So in this problem we get a general formula for sec to the power nx, okay, where limits are not given. Then we are finding a particular case when the limits of sec to the power nx are 0 to pi by 4, and lastly by using that reduction formula we are trying to get the value for u6, that is integration 0 to pi by 4 sec to the power 6x dx. Okay, this is our first problem. In similar method you can find out the reduction formula for cos to the power nx, means that similar adjustment you can use exactly similar reduction formula in same method you will get for cosec to the power nx. Okay, you can try this reduction formula for cosec to the power nx dx and hence prove that integration pi by 4 to pi by 2 of cosec to the power 6x dx is equals to 28 by 15. Okay, now see second problem. If in is equals to integration pi by 4 to pi by 2 of cot to the power nx dx, then prove that. It gives you a relation between in and in minus 2 again, and hence by using this we want to find out integration of pi by 4 to pi by 2 of cot to the power 6x dx. Okay, now in this reduction formula the limits are also given, but again here except the first term the general formula it is always same for cot to the power nx dx. So let us start. Again I am using a notation. In is equals to integration pi by 4 to pi by 2 of cot to the power nx dx. As in last problem I said the first adjustment is very much important. So observe the first adjustment. Again we are splitting the power of cot as cot to the power n minus 2x into cot square x dx. The adjustment is important as well as here the next step is also very much important. Here we don't want to use integration by part. Without using that also we can evaluate this integration. Okay, I will repeat. For cot or even similar adjustment you can use for tan also. So we are using the adjustment of power, and then here no need to use integration by part. See this, we are just replacing cot square x by cosec square x minus 1. Okay, now just simplify it. So it gives me this two integrations. Now if you observe that second term of in, it is in minus 2. We just want to evaluate integration of the first term. This is the integration. How we evaluate it? We are using a standard result. Integration of function f of x to the power n into f dash of x. It is equals to f of x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So here our function, see this, last but one step, function f of x is equals to cot. Its power it is n minus 2. So just compare this with the function, and derivative of cot x it is equals to actually minus cosec square x. So that minus sign before the bracket in last step gives you that adjustment to get the derivative f dash of x. Okay, so our function f of x is cot x, its power n, it is n minus 2, and the derivative is minus cosec square x, which is adjusted, and that's why the minus sign is outside. If you are applying this formula, f of x to the power n plus 1, that is cot x to the power n minus 2 plus 1, that is n minus 1 divided by n minus 1. So it gives me integration for the first term. So in it is equals to within the limit that cot of cot to the power n minus 1x within the limit pi by 4 to pi by 2. So just put the limits. So for upper limit pi by 2, cot of pi by 2 is 0 minus lower limit pi by 4, and cot of pi by 4 it is equals to 1. So if you simplify, the sign of first term becomes plus. Okay, and in the general formula for cot to the power nx. Here the limits are given actually pi by 4 to pi by 2, so it is 1 by n minus 1 minus in minus 2. If we want a general formula means if limits are not given, then the first term it is minus of cot to the power n minus 1x by n minus 1. Limits may be different every time. Second term, but it is same, minus in minus 2. According to the limit, only the first term is different. So in is equals to 1 by n minus 1 minus in minus 2. This is our reduction formula for cot to the power nx within limit pi by 4 to pi by 2. Now we want to evaluate the integration of cot to the power 6x dx within limit pi by 4 to pi by 2, means the power n equals to 6. So put n equals to 6 in in. So I6 is equals to, as I explained in previous problem, in in you are just putting n equals to 6. So I6 it is 1 by 5 minus I4. Similarly, put n equals to 4 in in, 4 as well as 2 also. So I4 it is equals to 1 by 3 minus I2. I2, now here I am just finding I2 also by using the reduction formula. In previous problem I was evaluating it directly. यहाँ पे जो हमने find out किया है तो हमने I2 find out कर लिया है. If you want you can directly evaluate it from the integration also. So I2 मुझे मिला है यहाँ पे minus I0. तो फिर से I0 भी मिल गया है. So to get I0 I am putting the power n equals to 0 in given integration. So I0 it is integration pi by 4 to pi by 2 of cot to the power 0x dx. So the integration x within limit pi by 4 to pi by 2, so the value it is pi by 4. See, to get I6 we have seen I6 it is in terms of I4, I4 in terms of I2, and I2 it is in terms of I0. So to get I6 we will put this I4, I2, I0 in I6, and the value of I6 becomes this. On simplifying, the value of I6 it is equals to 13 by 15 minus pi by 4. Now using exactly similar method we can find out the reduction formula for tan to the power nx also. You can try for this example. In it is 0 to pi by 4 tan to the power nx dx. Find relation between in and in minus 2, and hence find integration 0 to pi by 4 tan to the power 6x dx. Okay, so at the end what is the adjustment for tan to the power nx or cot to the power nx? We are just splitting the power as n minus 2 into 2, but we are not applying integration by part. We are just replacing by that cot square or tan square by cosec square x minus 1 or sec square x minus 1 respectively, and then directly by using the standard result you will get required reduction formula. Here we are not applying integration by part. Let us see next reduction formula. Now this reduction formula contains product of algebraic function with trigonometric. In is equals to integration 0 to pi by 2 x sin to the power nx dx, and we need to prove the relation between in and in minus 2 here, and by using the same we are going to find out I5. What will be I5? From in it is 0 integration 0 to pi by 2 x sin to the power 5x dx. So let us start. In is equals to integration 0 to pi by 2 x sin to the power nx dx. See the adjustment again. Integration 0 to pi by 2. Again I am splitting the power of sin as sin to the power n minus 1x into sin x. I am going to apply integration by part, and the second adjustment you can observe x sin x I am treating as one function and sin to the power n minus 1x as the second function. So while I am applying the integration by part u and v, so the function u is equals to sin to the power n minus 1x and function v is equals to x sin x. Please see the solution, that first 2 to 3 steps very carefully. because here that integration by part also we need to apply 2 times for in as well as to get the integration of the function v x sin x also. Okay, so first I will give you integration of x sin x. So if you apply this integration by part, one of the step, one shortcut I am using. So the integration of x sin x, if you apply integration by part, it is minus x cos x plus sin x. Now again in integration of in, where u is sin to the power n minus 1x and v is equals to x sin x, जहाँ पे हमें v integration of v मिल गया है minus x cos x plus sin x. So see this now, u as it is sin to the power n minus 1x as it is, integration of v, integration of x sin x. You can see the first term. The limits we can put 0 to pi by 2 minus. Now in the second term, derivative of u, that is derivative of sin to the power n minus 1x. You can observe the derivative, it is n minus 1 sin to the power n minus 2x into derivative of sin x, that is cos x. So it gives me the derivative of first term sin to the power n minus 1x into again integration of x sin x, in bracket it is mentioned. In next step, put the limit 0 to pi by 2. If you put the limit, upper limit pi by 2, it gives me 1, and for the lower limit 0, all the terms you can observe becomes 0 minus n minus 1, it is a constant term multiplied to all, so we are taking it outside. Again as it is we are rewriting it. In next step we will multiply sin to the power n minus 2x into cos x to the bracket. So see, it gives me this 2 separate terms. Now in the next step, before next step, see first term in the integration x minus x cos square x into sin to the power n minus 2x. In next step I am just using one adjustment, cos square x I am replacing by 1 minus sin square x. See this, in integration first term cos square x was there, I am replacing it by 1 minus sin square x. So now you can observe in the first term 1 minus sin square x, if I am multiplying this bracket to the terms minus x sin to the power n minus 2x, it gives me, on separating the integration, it gives me this 3 terms. Carefully see this multiplication as well as please observe the sign of the integrations carefully. One by one, if you see this, first term minus x into sin to the power n minus 2x. Already minus sign is there before n minus 1, so minus and minus gives me plus, and so the second term in in becomes plus n minus 1 integration 0 to pi by 2 x sin to the power n minus 2x dx. Now for the second term, the product of minus x sin square x and sin to the power n minus 2x. So 3 times minus sign is it gives me, so minus of n minus 1 integration 0 to pi by 2 x sin square and sin to the power n minus 2. So the power of sin becomes nx. Now the third term minus of n minus 1 integration 0 to pi by 2 sin to the power n minus 1x into cos x dx. This is from the previous step, from the second term. Now if you observe the integrations, you can observe the first integration x sin to the power n minus 2x is nothing but in minus 2. The second integration x sin to the power nx within limit 0 to pi by 2, it is in. But for the third integration, see I am evaluating this by using again that standard integration, f of x to the power n f dash of x dx is equals to f of x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. For third integration of f of x, it is sin x, power it is n minus 1, derivative of sin x, it is cos x. So it is in the standard form f of x to the power n f dash of x. The power it is equals to n minus 1. If you apply the result, integration of this it is sin to the power nx by n within limit 0 to pi by 2. Sin of pi by 2 1, sin of 0 is 0. So value of the integration is 1 by n. Again back to the value of in, you can observe the third term n minus 1 and the value of integration is 1 by n. Okay. Now for the next term, next step, we are simplifying the coefficient of in, collecting all the terms of in on one side. So the coefficient of in becomes n, nin. Lastly, that n goes to the right hand side. Before that, you can see the left hand side also. On simplifying, left hand side becomes this n minus 1 by n in minus 2 plus 1 by n square, which gives you that reduction formula for integration within 0 to pi by 2 of x sin to the power nx dx. Here particularly we are using the limit 0 to pi by 2, but without limit also it gives you the similar reduction formula, only the first term it is different as per the limits. Now sub question is there to find out value of I phi. Okay, I am just rewriting the value of in here. To get I phi, now we can put n equals to phi. Put n equals to phi in equation 1. It gives you the value of I phi, which contains I3. So to get I3, again I am putting n equals to 3 in in. So I3 contains I1. So I1, to get I1, I am directly using the reduction integration 0 to pi by 2 x sin to the power n, but n equals to now 1. So x sin to the power 1x. Okay, x sin x. Integration within limit 0 to pi by 2 is equals to 1. Now I phi, put I3, I1. So I phi is equals to, it is 149 by 225. Okay, in all the problem you can observe exactly similar methods we are using. This part of calculating I4, I6, I5, it is very much important in case of MCQs. Okay, now by using the similar method we can try this problem. In is equals to integration 0 to pi by 2 x cos to the power nx dx. Prove the relation of in and in minus 2, and by using this you can find out I3. Answer is also given. Similarly, one more problem is also there. In, it is equals to integration 0 to pi by 2 x to the power sin x dx. Relation between in and in minus 2 we need to prove. Hints are also given. So definitely you can try both these problems. We will see the next reduction formula now. This is product of exponential function e to the power minus x into trigonometric sin to the power nx dx. The limits are here 0 to infinity. We want to find out a relation between in and in minus 2, and by using this we are trying to find out I4. So let us start with the notation. In 0 integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus x sin to the power nx dx. Now here I am using integration by part again. So just try to guess which function I am treating as the function u. If you remember all the previous solution, every time the function with nth power we are using as the function u and other as the function v. Again we are using here sin to the power nx as u and v equals to e to the power minus x. So first function sin to the power nx as it is, integration of e to the power minus x, that is minus e to the power minus x, minus of integration 0 to infinity. Derivative for sin to the power nx, that is n sin to the power n minus 1x into derivative of sin x, that is cos x, into again integration of v, that is minus e to the power minus x. For the first term, if you put the limit infinity, upper limit e to the power minus infinity 0, and if you put the lower limit 0, sin of 0 is 0. So in both the cases first term becomes 0. See, for the second term sign is plus, that minus of e to the power minus x. I am taking that minus sign outside, so sign for the second term becomes plus. Okay. Now to evaluate integration of this, one more time we are applying the integration by part. And to apply the integration by part, observe this, sin to the power n minus 1x cos x as one function and e to the power minus x as the other function. So u is again sin to the power n minus 1x cos x and v is e to the power minus x. So in u, that is n sin to the power n minus 1x cos x as it is, integration of v, that is e to the power minus x, is minus of e to the power minus x minus n integration of, see the term in square bracket now, this is derivative du by dx, derivative of the function n sin to the power n minus 1x into cos x. So we need to apply u into v rule of derivative, as this is product of two functions. So derivative of u, n minus 1 sin to the power n minus 2x into cos x. Already one cos x is there, so it is cos square x plus, now u as it is sin to the power n minus 1x into derivative of v, that is derivative of cos x minus sin x. So observe the term in that square bracket, it is completely derivative of u, that is sin to the power n minus 1x into cos x. Outside the square bracket, integration of v, that is minus of e to the power minus x. Now again, if you put the limits for first term, for infinity as well as for 0, the first term becomes 0. Now I am just separating these two integrations. In this case, please check the signs carefully. N integration 0 to infinity n minus 1 sin to the power n minus 2x into cos square x e to the power minus x. That minus sign I am taking outside, plus n integration 0 to infinity sin to the power n minus 1x minus sin x, and again minus of e to the power minus x, so that minus sign taken outside, so sign becomes plus. In the next step, see in this first integration now cos square x, I hope you also have that guess. Now cos square x we are going to split as 1 minus sin x. See this, in is equals to n minus 1 integration 0 to infinity sin to the power n minus 2x, and cos square x it is replaced by 1 minus sin square x minus n integration 0 to infinity. Now just observe this minus sign. If you remember the previous integration, in that last step minus of sin x was there, that minus sign is taken outside, and power of sin becomes sin to the power nx e to the power minus x dx. Now in that first integration we are taking the product of sin to the power n minus 2x with the bracket, and I am separating the integration. It gives me that first two integrations. Observe the powers. Power of first sin, it is sin to the power n minus 2x dx, and in second integration power of sin, it is sin to the power nx. Now in this next step you can observe the first integration is in minus 2, okay, and in second integration it is in. Third integration also gives you in. So in the next step we are going to simplify the coefficient of in by collecting all the terms of in on one side. If you simplify it, the coefficient of in, it is n square plus 1, okay, and finally n square plus 1 goes to the right hand side, and it gives you the required reduction formula. So here we get the required reduction formula. So in this problem the first 2 to 3 steps are very much important, so carefully observe that first 2 3 steps please. Okay, now our sub question is value of I4 by using the reduction formula. So put n equals to 4 in reduction formula. So I4. So relation between I4 and I2. So we need I2. So put n equals to 2 in In again. So I2 it is 2 by 5 I0. So we need I0. I0 we can get. I0 it is integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus x and to the power n. But now our n is 0. Okay. So it gives me integration of e to the power minus x within limit 0 to infinity. So integration is minus of e to the power minus x. For upper limit infinity, e to the power minus infinity is 0. And for lower limit 0, e to the power 0 it is 1. And for lower limit we are giving minus sign. So finally the value of integration is equals to 1. I0 is equals to 1. And finally to get I4, put value for I2 and I0. So I4 is equals to 24 by 85. This is value for I4. So by using this we can try this problem also. Okay. To summarize this lecture, we have seen reduction formulas for sec to the power nx. By using the same, we can find out reduction formula for cosec to the power nx. As a second problem, we have seen reduction formula for cot to the power nx, and by using the same, we can find out reduction formula for tan to the power nx. And that last two problems gives you reduction formulas where we have considered combination of trigonometric with algebraic and trigonometric with exponential functions. So in all these reduction formulas, I will suggest you please try to understand the first step of adjustments, and once you understand that, it is not at all difficult to get reduction formulas for the given functions. I hope the concept is clear for you. Thank you.